Welcome back to some more War on the Sea, Pacific Theater Mod, Part 126. We're going to hopefully not have a crash today. I've had some crashes recently, so we're going to hopefully get this done. Let's set up properly. 220 command points on the docket, and out of position once again. Here we are, 5 o'clock in the morning, and we have what I'm guessing is to be a bunch of destroyers coming after us. Let's mark the pin. I know where they're headed. They're headed to Milne Bay with probably 800 to 1,000 troops and maybe some supplies. I'd really like this supply group not to get hit, so we are going to go away from them if possible. The thing with this group here is they can defend themselves a little bit, so what are we going to do? I think we need to attack them before they attack us, and that's going to happen because they can very easily come this way. So we're going to wait until they get a little closer and see what direction. If they're heading this way, we're going to attack. If they're heading this way, we're not going to attack until they're closer to here, maybe. But we have time to think about that. First thing we're going to do is we're going to send out some fighters. No, we're going to send out some Sunderlands. Sunderlands hopefully will be able to do something against these guys. We're going to send out these with 500-pound bombs, and we're going to course them to here because we don't want them to turn and take out our supply group. If we attack them here and we damage them and they decide to abort and run away, the runaway pattern for them is to go through here, which means certain destruction of this fleet. This fleet is, 3 destroyers and a bunch of slow cargo ships, and they're all full of troops, supplies, engineering, fuel, all very needed items. And we do have this light cruiser here. I believe he's a light cruiser. Tucson? Yeah, I don't know what he is. Let's see if I can find out what he is. Tucson. Yeah, this is a Tucson, is the light cruiser. 17,000 yards basically for the guns. The Atlanta type light cruiser. So remember that, 17,392. Let's go over to Japan and see what their basic destroyers are. And Fubuki class, 20,000. Akazuki. We're just scrolling through and looking at this number, and it even gets worse as it goes higher. I don't think we have any of those left, do we? And we took in all those out. So what do we have left? I don't know, but you get the idea. They can outrange the Tucson in most cases, and our destroyers are even worse, so we're not going to go that route. So that's what I'm trying to do. Escape this way, wait for them hopefully to come this way, and then attack them with everything I can. And by everything, I mean anything and everything I can send. And that means the fastest group will be these guys, the Lightnings. And Lightnings, we will go and try and head off this way. As soon as they get there, as soon as they make contact, we want them to attack, and we'll attack probably positions 1 and 2. They'll be in tight, so we need to be careful, but that's what their goal is going to be. From down here, which is turning out to be a very bad, they're not helping us at all. Even when we had Defense Force up here, destroyer groups reappeared here, and these guys always missed. This submarine up here, Tenosa, has done nothing to prevent notification of anything coming through here. So that's a bad sign. But we will send, I think we should send some Mitchells because they're faster. And what would be good? Choose these 500 SAPs. Destroyers are hard to hit, so we want to kind of find a way to get them, at least damage them. Excuse me. So the first thing we're going to do is keep an eye on this and see what direction they go. They're going to probably go this way. If they do go this way, then we got a problem. These guys will have to attack. So let's see where they go. And you are an Avenger doing scouty stuff. That's fine. So again, we're not gonna, we don't want to attack them until we're sure they're coming this way. Alright, so they're down this way, so we are gonna send out our, what are we gonna send? Let's send out these guys. And we want to send them with let's start with going high, and we're going to do this, and hopefully we can make something happen. Because we're close and we know which way they're going, we're going to head this way as well. Is that everybody? Alright, let's see what we can do. We've got to go slow on this because I don't want them to... Sunday, you back off a little bit. We'd like to get the other aircraft closer in. So these Avengers, we want to slow down, or at least go this way. I'm waiting for the lightnings to come in so we can have a 3-prong attack on these guys. Gotta be careful, come on, get in there. No, didn't do it. Oh wait, we can ignore. Good. That'll do. Okay, so we got 3 groups of aircraft here. Sunderlands, Avengers, and Lightnings. So what are we gonna do? Well, let's see what we got. How close are we to them? Well, we're not on top of them. That's a good sign. At least I can't see them. Where are you? There they are. Okay, let's take a look and see what we got. Bunch of destroyers. This is what it looks like. Alright, Sunderland's, you're going to be turkey bait if you keep going this direction, so we're going to have you go this way. and I want you to max speed and climb to 5,000. You're going to turn that on just because, and I want you to box spread. Because the chances of being hit are pretty good. Now they've already started their evasion and shooting. Lightnings. We should probably start thinking about these guys, right? So let's form up, and then we're going to break, and then we're going to group them in twos. I did that wrong. Come on. Let's try and get this squared away again. I want them low to the deck to do skip bombing. And I want them not to get shot down in the meantime. So that's why we're making these adjustments. Have one go that way, just, and you get in that group as well. Avengers, you guys are doing bombing in groups, but you need altitude, so we're going to have you at 4,500, let's say. Close enough. And we want you to go this way. I want you at close to the same. And you're going to go this way. My goal is to group. We could spread these guys up, I think. Let's do that. Get them in group of two here. In Sunderland's, I guess I want you to be in a, let's do 3 and 3. Let's see which ones do better. We're going to put these guys in box. And all that does is make one guy at a higher altitude than the other two, but they're still in a Vic in a group of 3. So we'll see how that works out for us. And I want one group to go this way, and the other group to go this way. So we'll get these guys to break off a little bit. Again, one is in Vic. These guys here are in Vic. And these guys here are in box, I believe. Yeah, see how these two are higher than this one? That's their box formation for these. We're going to give it a minute, and then we're going to send in our lightnings when we're ready to get to bombing altitude. So we have these guys spin. These guys separate a little bit. Just trying to put some distance between these two. You spin. And you. Go that way. spin. And this group of P-38s, you can spin. Avengers, are you at altitude? You are. Let's take a look at our first target here. Yeah, squirrely, squirrely. You seem to not really know what you're doing, so we're going to probably send you after this guy. Notice how he turns as soon as I select him. How's that for weird? So we want these guys to get into a, I don't know, get into their directions of which way do we want to go, and then we'll attack when they start heading straight, if we can. Everybody seems to be at altitude at this point, so as soon as they decide what they're going to do, let's take a look at the fleet again. So you are definitely turning still. Let's let you do your turn. You go, dummies. You guys hurt yourselves a little bit. That's what you get sneaking through my lines. So I'm going to take targets of opportunity and make them attack. These guys just doing their thing. You pissed somebody off at the coffee shop, my friend, because these guys are coming in full bore. I'll be surprised if this guy doesn't hit you. Looks like he just slowed down. So this looks like a candidate for somebody. Sunderland, go after this dude. Not expecting much. We can send him in. This group of lightnings, I want to attack this guy. Avengers. Let's get some Avengers involved. Yep, you go after that guy just because, why not? What else can we do? Let's go from this direction. And lightnings will send you in at I'm gonna go after this guy as well. So you say, well, what should we do with this? You know, we want these guys to attack, right? So I think I messed up a couple. So you're waiting, you're attacking. Might as well just start selecting groups at this point. Who I think is a good attack guy. We're gonna miss some, I'm sure, but let's try and get as many as we can. We're not trying to sink, we're trying to divert, get them to go home. And we'll have more love their way coming soon. I'm sure I have selected ships multiple times. Which is fine. Alright, so where do we want to watch from? Let's watch from here. Just trying to get a vantage point at who gets what, what kind of attacks we get, you know, that kind of thing. And that's how easy it is for me to do a screenshot now. There was a time when that was a thing. I had a comment, somebody who said they love my screenshots. Yeah, I try to make them as bright and vibrant as I can, but sometimes it doesn't work, but do the best I can. There we go. That's a big in your eye. A lot of skippings from the skip bombing. But if we spread it out, yeah, that's a pretty pitiful bombing run. Wow, he's done. There we go, nice hit. Avengers. We're gonna lose a few aircraft, that's for sure. Get a hit on this guy, please. Miserable. Pitiful. I think that's everybody. Yep. So how did we do? We got some good hits. We did sink one ship. Let's look at the fleet in itself and see what we got. So number 5 is heavy. We sunk number 1. Now, the thing is, do we risk? Do we risk? What kind of risk are we talking about here? We're talking about forming these guys up in a line and having them meet here. and doing a strafing run. Everybody else we're going to send on their way. Remember, on this map, at least as far as I can tell, this is north to the top of the screen, south, east, and west. So if they're heading this way, they're going through that strait towards our supply chain, which I expected to happen. North would be back up through the straits from which they came. Further south would mean that they were heading towards Milne Bay. At least that's how I interpret it. I could be wrong. So we're going to let the lightnings get together, and I want them kind of slow down so they can merge. Let's see what these knuckleheads are doing. Still burning a little bit. What we want is separation. We want to pick on a straggler. We want to pick on somebody that's not going in a unified direction. Anywhere south on their own, that's what we want to go after. This guy is number 2. He looks pretty bad, but minor none. He's gonna put out that fire. 5 is the only one that is really close to being an issue, to sinking, and he's looking pretty repaired. He's got an internal fire, but yeah. And it looks like we only lost one Avenger out of all of that. I'm surprised Sunderland's made it. So this fire looks like he's going out, but look at how he's going straight. I want this guy to be our eye in the skies. We're going to have him scout over this. Let the other guys go. He's going to go up as high as he can. He'll be as slow as he can, but we'll see what happens. Once these guys are formed up, so we've lost sight of them, but we know they're here somewhere. Last known location is what this target symbol means when they go off the radar. And again, we have is it this guy who's slowly turning? Yeah, these guys aren't very maneuverable. They got long distance and their bombing is not the greatest, but they're probably one of the best in this game if you have them in mass to use as fighter defense or bomber defense because of the guns they have. These forward guns are pretty accurate with the AI shooting, and 4, I don't know what they are. What are they? Machine guns, but they seem to do really well. I've had these guys shoot down over 20 zeros just by mass group 0 circle. Let's go back to these guys. You guys lining up? Or are you thinking about it? So you see these guys over here are not even thinking too well about forming in, so we need to adjust them a little bit. You need to go here. You guys need to go here. And form up, please. Yeah, trail Charlie here. These guys and these guys, they don't seem to know what formation they want me to have them in. Let's change them and then adjust them again. Maybe these guys will catch up. See how these guys immediately catch up? Oh, I don't know why they're in that formation. Who's this guy? Yeah, boys. I don't know the Vic formation you guys are in. Something is obviously off because the formation that they're in is box. And we want them in, let's put them in box and see what happens. Okay, that's weird. So we have sighted them with our Sunderland, which is this guy, yeah. Hopefully he can get to his altitude and we can start putting him in a circle. We're going to be going after number 5. I kind of want him to get over that fleet and get them to turn. Back to these P-38s to see what they're doing. Okay, they're all together now, so let's see if we can get them into line ahead. Behave, get in line ahead, folks. Line ahead is preferable because they all focus. I can stagger them out, but they'll focus their targeting better. Go back to Sunderland. It's getting shot at, I'm sure. And we are going to have them chase the whale, as they say. Hopefully we are good enough to stay out of AAA shooting us down. But you see, these ships are just going their AI circle. This is the guy we're going to go after. So these guys are in the proper position. Let's space them out a little bit. No, wait. We're going to wait until we're down. So you go down to the deck. I'm going to speed you up to, let's say 215. Our target is this guy. We're not going to attack him from the side. We're going to attack him from the rear if we can, depending on how close he is to his buddies. So yeah, we have enough room to get behind him and come in from the rear. And you say, well, why don't we attack from the bow? Well, we will. We're going to attack from the rear, turn around, and come back into the bow. By then, he'll leave me further away from here, and that's kind of the goal. So we're going to have our P-38s start this way. And they do spread out a little bit, so it takes them a bit to get back in line. It's not that big of a deal, but it's kind of against what I'm trying to do here. We're going to see if we can get these guys to go in at an appropriate angle. And again, we don't want to get too close to the destroyers who are shooting at this guy preoccupied. You gonna do some collisions down there or what? Back to the P-38s. P-38s. That's our guy. Close enough. When they start heading on their straight, that's when we're going to send them in. Looks like our Sunderland got shot down. I'm okay with that for now. So the trick here is when they start shooting at us, we press the attack button, which they are. So let's do that. We're not directly behind him, but we're close. And then I like to do an abreast. So we made it out without losing any. And number 5 is now going to get sink, so we may not have to even worry about him anymore. So what we're going to do is we're going to head this way, and we're going to get everybody to slow down, and we're going to have them line ahead again. Critical usually is what sinks ships. You know, with these guys doing their thing, they should succumb to that. The 50 cals on those P-38s are pretty strong in this game. Number 4 is looking like. No, okay, we didn't lose the Sunderland. The Sunderland, some of these guys are just going off the edge of the map. Yeah, when they go off the edge of this circle here, they disappear, which is good. They're out of the engagement, per se. But this guy's still harassing them. So, what's the best method? I want to wait until number 4, which is our next target, goes further away from these circle-y guys. And so we're going to tell these guys to go a little bit away. Hopefully that guy will be where we want him when that happens. So 206, I'm okay with that. We're slowly forming up. We have a lot of ammo here. The green bar down here for the machine guns tells you that actually goes down when they run out of ammunition. Let's see if we can spot this guy under binoculars. Totally unbelievable thing in the game. Pilots using binoculars to spot targets. So we have to be careful. We don't want these guys to be too close to us. And number 7, if he's heading this way, going away, he'll be our next target. So you have to be careful with these guys. They're coming in a little bit too close. risk of being shot down by these guys here. So we're going to change our action and go in from the side. It's not the best course of action. Being shot at from two different directions. Very careful here. So that cost us quite a bit. We lost half of our fighters in that group. So what do we do to number 4? Take a look. Critical heavy. He may not, but he may. When you finish an engagement and they veer away on their own, they immediately speed up. Remember, we were going at, what were we, 225 or something? And they automatically adjust. This guy is still thinking about what his life ambition is. We should probably hang out and let them cook for a little bit. So we're going to do that. And we're going to head this way. We're going to take a roundabout and we're going to see what they do. Should we take this much time devoted to destroyers? Probably not. But the thing with the game is that you get to play it however you like. And if you want to see, you know, first-person shooter games and things like that where action is all over the place all the time, that's kind of the thing. I think we like to watch these videos and make these videos because we like the game and the style of the game. So we already attacked number 4 from this guy from the rear. Number 5 is stationary. Still at critical. So we can get these 2 guys out, or maybe one guy we won't attack him. Maybe we'll let him be critical heavy, because he'll be a drag on the rest of the ships, because they all stay together. They don't decide to break off and leave somebody behind. On the map, next time we go into this group, if we do, you'll see that even the most damaged ships are with the other ones. So let's see if we can find another target. Okay, so that's number 5 is down. We're gonna let this guy burn. He'll probably put out his fires. And we're gonna see in our circle what we got going on here. What are these guys gonna do? How's everybody doing today? It's Sunday where I am. Hope everybody's having a good day. Number 7 looking like he wants to run for the hills, but he's still in his turn, so we can't be sure about that yet. I have a feeling he's going to straighten out. I want them to go north. I don't want them to go east. This guy is still burning, so let him do that. Sunderland, what's your altitude? You're going as best you can, okay. 180 knots is not very good, but so let's pretend that number 7 is our target. I want to track his speed. Let's see what kind of damage he got on the other guys. So he's going at 19. I'm looking at his number down here. Speed for the red enemy ship, number 7. What's number 6 doing? He's going 26 knots. He's going 21 knots. And he's going 19. So we're going to stick with this guy for now. I think it's okay to maybe go after these guys, but we'll probably lose our ship, our aircraft. Let's put these guys on the deck. And I really want to go for number 7, but he seems to be turning back into this group. Are you guys going to be dummies? No, he's going to miss. Or are you? Again, I don't want to really go for number 4, but I will if I have to, if he keeps heading. He's still suffering. Let's see what number 4's report says. Still critical heavy. Yeah, you got a lot of that to do. Let's see what we got with these guys. Let's turn. So we're gonna get these guys lined up as best as we can. Maybe see if these guys can separate a little bit. They're too clumped up to attack without losing badly. Let's just put these guys in a spin. You may ask, why am I wasting so much time on these destroyers? Well, it's in fear of my cargo ships that are too close. I know that while you're in this mode of engagement, there's no movement off the map, so my supply ships are where they basically were when we went into it. They don't move no matter how long I stay in here. This guy decides to hit somebody, we're going to attack. And that might happen, so I want to send these guys this way. And you may be our next target. because these guys are doing squirrelies, and he's going 10 knots. Then again, this guy is coming. Yeah, I'm liking that more. Let's go over here and head this way and target this dude. Speed up a little bit to our approach speed. For a sweeping attack, as much nose as we can. Lost one, lost two. Alright, you see how I almost screwed up. See how this guy still got a star next to his name? I just hit format or form up. These guys will take an immediate altitude location to where number 22 is. They will crash into the water if I don't do something about it. So I have to do this, form up, and go up. Now if I didn't do that, they would have committed seppuku into the water. And that's not what we want for our air forces. That was almost a very critical mistake on my part, and when I first started playing this game, I did that multiple times because I wasn't paying attention. Actually 22 is the Sunday, but the P-38 that got shot down last, he was still in this group, and everybody would have followed him. So I'm glad I caught that, because there are times when I don't catch stuff, and that's just the nature of the game sometimes. So I think with what we've lost so far, we're gonna probably call this, but we're gonna see what kind of damage do we put on 7. So 7 is heavy. We're gonna give him time to think about it a little bit. Let's see what 5 is doing. Or not 5, 4. He seems better. I really don't like his direction though. So both these guys are critical heavy. I'm not going to attack them now. We're going to let them just burn and do their thing. One more attack on this guy, we'd probably lose all 3 of our fighters, and we're not going to damage him anymore. And I think he's as damaged as he's going to get. And his fires are out, so I was thinking about attacking him, but we're not going to. 7, we're going to let him put out his fires. Let these guys spin. Another, okay. Critical heavy. See if he can't manage his fires. Every time I hear a beep, it's because I think something bad has happened to our planes. Everybody should be safe altitude, so let them do their thing. Yeah, he's gonna just burn, I think. All right, Sunday, I think we've had enough of you for today. Let's get you out of here. We're still gonna monitor him. I'd like to see if he gets to a more damaged state. What are these guys doing? So they started with 10, down to 7. Why does it look like 5 to me? Oh, because this tells me we sunk 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, math, it's a thing. Alright, so are you still burning there, my friend? Not really. Kind of. Yep, burning again. Let's report on 7 again. It's critical heavy still. We'll let him do his thing. As soon as the smoke goes away, we will say adios to these guys. A lot of times you get ships, they say, I think I've seen one my entire time of playing this game, not this playthrough, the whole game. One ship being scuttled. And scuttling is like beyond repair, sinking, they can't save the ship, but it's at critical, and it just doesn't seem to sink. And when you retreat out, the game determines to scuttle the ship. And it's not something you see very often, but that's the thing. So this guy is off the map. They're still heading south, so we need to still engage these guys. So his smoke is gone. We're retreating now. 2 command points. You guys RTB. Mitchells are coming in. Can we send anything else from here? We can. We can send in Beauforts or Beaufighters. And I found skip bombing with these guys is not the greatest. We're gonna go in with Havars. No, we're gonna do some more bombing because torpedoes are kind of rough. We're gonna use these 2,000-pound bombs, and we're gonna course them this way. And if they decide to go this way, we want to catch them. So we'll do that. Lightnings are going home. Avengers, You guys need to RTB as well. And Sunderland's, I want you to continue searching for these guys. I still think they're going to be going out this way. You guys need to continue moving. As soon as we spot them again, we're going to send out another attack from the Delgada. Now, the thing with timing out, if you land a returning group, Avengers, so there are 6 of these. Now, I don't know exactly what the time scale is, but 6 aircraft landing that had bombs, they're refueling, rearming, whatever they do to them, the game automatically times out that ship for, let's say, 30 minutes of game clock time. So you can't immediately launch, but I can launch right now. So if I wanted to launch these guys up, these Hellcats, let's put them with Havars, and we're going to course them this way. And when those guys land, we'll be able to still have aircraft up. 1 second. Thank you. Sorry for that. One last thing before I forget is we want to make sure we do a save. The reason is I'm afraid that we'll have crashes, and we're already over an hour, so we want to continue this in a safe manner. Again, if this video starts up now, it's because we had a crash. So where are these guys? Usually after an engagement, what happens is the game can time out. So even though they probably are still in this bay, the timeout gives them a relocation, so they could wind up over here. Like, how the hell did that happen? But that's what the game does. I see a lot of people play this game, watch their videos, and enjoy their content, and they get frustrated because the game tricks. They think that because they were damaged in this area, let's give an example, when they send a new aircraft to fly out to that location, they're not there, and they're wondering where the hell they go. Well, the game makes it difficult for us to find them once again. So we're going to be careful here, and we're going to try to do a search pattern to find them. If we can't, well, we can't. Let's make sure we got everybody moving, though. I want to make sure that aircraft are moving so that we can head them off if we can. What about you guys? Beauforts. You're doing something. Sunday? You're still searching? So you want to go slow. You don't want to miss anything. Got a big gap here. Getting close to that time, they should reappear. Let's see if we can get up a scout and make sure this guy's not walking into yeah, see the timeout factor? 1.2 hours of game time. This guy can't launch anything. So if I wanted to send out a scout with him, I can't. Let's see if we can send up something from here. We'll put out these bow forts with, our bow fighters with, let's go torpedoes this time. Destroyers don't like torpedoes very much, but we're going to see if we can, I have a feeling they've done that. We're gonna go crazy over here as well. Why not? Make sure everybody's still moving. Yeah, see. So you guys need to see if we can adjust your course here. Can you get through there? No. So we're going to go this way, and then where we intended to go in the first place. So if we kept coming in, we would have been hit by them, because I think we were going through this instead of south. But even if we were going south, we would have been caught. Hellcats. Here's the thing with Hellcats. We don't want them to time out or start the engagement. Wow. So let's get everybody heading that direction. You go that way. You go that way as well. Mitchells, you may be able to, this is our time frame, I think. When the Mitchells get to that point, I think that's where we have to attack. Let's see if we can make that happen. Sunderland, you got a lot of time left on you. Let's get you over here to make sure that you can monitor. Trying to get everybody in there. Alright, you're getting a little too close. You're good. This guy, who are you? We're gonna hit, we're gonna hit, we're gonna hit, we're gonna hit. Get in there, get in there, get in there, get in there, get in there. Alright. Yeah, we got everybody. That's good news. Alright, another big attack. Okay, so you have torpedoes. Let's see if we can find these guys visually. Alright, so bow forts, bow fighters. These are bow fighters and bow fighters. So we're going to get you both on the deck because you have torpedoes. Torpedoes, right? That's the torpedo symbol. And you guys have torpedoes as well, so you go down. And you join them. Mitchells, you guys have bombs, so we want you to go up a little bit. Get into a box. Beauforts, you guys have bombs, so we want you to go up a little bit. You guys with this guy. And I want you to go up. You guys rockets on the deck, please. You guys on the deck, please. On the deck, please. And on the deck, please. Now, these are very valuable assets. They protect our supply group, and if they get shot down or we lose a lot of them, it can highly endanger the supply group. So they have to survive. There they are. Okay, so you guys are over here. I want you to go after this guy. You over here as well. I want you to go after this guy. Next group, I want you to do the same and go after this guy. And you. And you. Did I select everybody already? No. Yeah, you go after this guy. Everybody's got a target. Let's make you go after that one. Sorry. But they're not going to do it until they're on the deck. And hopefully they can get some hits. Beaufighters. Now you have a torpedo, which for destroyers is not the best thing to do. Mitchells, I want you to go after this guy. That's it, everybody. Beauforts, I want you to go after this guy as well. I'm going to wait till everybody gets to altitude and then we'll send them in. For the fighters, we want them to spin once they get to their altitude. Mitchell's we're almost at that point, but the Mitchells are out of position. Let's see if we can get them there sooner than later. Beauforts are doing their thing, but I don't like the thing they're doing. You know what I mean? You guys need to go for. I'm gonna send you in a spinny spin. Bullfighters. You guys do a spin, and you guys do a spin. They're not turning really yet, so that's good. Again, the Mitchells are what we're thinking about right now. See if we can get these guys a more direct route. Ship there. So we want to come from the rear, and we want to attack at the same time as this Beaufort group do. And then everybody will go in at the same time. And I have to slow down these PT125s as soon as that's ready. So Beauforts, we need you to turn. So you're pretty good positioning. We're waiting for the Mitchells to get about here, and then we're going to send in the Mitchells, then the Beauforts, then the Bullfighters, and then the Hellcats, and then this Beaufort will be last. But the more direct nose to bow, or bow to stern attack we can make, the more accurate the bombers will be. So Mitchells. Let's do something a little bit crazy here. I want you break, and you're going to attack this guy. And I want one more. I want you break and attack this guy. And then the rest of you form up, and we're going to say attack now. And we're going to say attack. And attack. I didn't slow any of them down. That was a mistake. So Beauforts, you guys, I want you to attack this group. We don't want to attack yet. Beaufighters, you try with your torpedoes. And you try with your torpedoes. And on the other side, we're going to have the fighters. So you guys attack. You guys wait. You guys attack. Let's give it a minute. Let these guys be on their way. So you guys attack, and you guys attack. We got this last group here. As soon as they're straight, we're going to send them in. So that should do it. Let's see what we get out of this. Let's follow from this guy. And I expect we lose all of our torpedo planes and multiple rocket planes. These guys should be fine, but look at how fast they're going. That was a missed fail right here. We're going too fast to hit anything. Number one up here, I think, is the one they're going for. We lost a B-25. Nice hits, my friend. So it looks like we're getting torpedoes over here. This should be easily avoided. But look at all the carnage. It's a nice hit over there. But I don't think these torpedoes are gonna see how these guys do. Alright, let's see if we can save some of these fighters. So you guys have, you? Yeah. So those torpedoes did absolutely nothing. They're very hard to hit, destroyers. Get better off with bombs and rockets than they did, but the number of F6Fs, we lost 4, so that's not the greatest. Is there a chance here that this guy's going to be dumb and hit these torpedoes? No, there's none. They are heading north for the moment, but the number of aircraft and the number of damage, well, let's see what kind of damage we did on these guys. A couple of these guys are already critical heavy. Number 1 is the only one that's critical, and he was one of our main focuses in this group. We're not willing to risk anything. Well, Beaufighters we could. They're land-based, and so we can utilize these guys to strafe. It's Hellcats. Come on, boys. Let's get these guys all grouped up. I'm not willing to risk these Hellcats. They seem to go down much easier than the F4Fs. So bow fighters is where it's at. We want to do some attacks with these guys. These guys got some vicious guns on them. You know, the bullfighter's got, I wish this was better. I think it's got a 120 or 220s and 412s, Brownings, 50 cals. So that's a lot of firepower. What's numbers 5 status? Critical monitor. I like to go for somebody that needs it, like 2. Number 2, where are you? Yeah, you're pretty well protected right now. So number 1 is gone, this guy. This guy might go next. Number 3. Critical heavy, it's gonna burn. 2 seems to be more enticing to me. Let's see if we can't get these guys. So we want these guys in a line ahead, tight formation. On the deck. We'll try and speed him up a little bit more. I'd rather not lose him. When you see me doing this stuff, I'm looking for angles to make something that looks nice. Yeah, I don't like having this high guy. We want to go after number 2. Don't necessarily want to lose all my aircraft though in this attempt. Let's be smart about it. These guys to turn. Because this guy's being difficult. I guess we could do this. Come down this guy, and then we retreat and go back up for number 2. I don't like the angles at all, but in fact we might do it the opposite way because he's turning into us. Let's go after 2 like I wanted to do a bow attack on him. Like we're getting the side shot though. Yeah. And that didn't do much either. So. Yeah, not the greatest attack, for sure. Yeah, not a very good attack. All but 2. So yeah, that ends the engagement with these guys. It's pretty expensive. Number 2 got some good damage on him. See if we can keep these guys in the somewhat area. I'd like to at least maintain registry with them so we know they're there. So yeah, two got some fires, 4 didn't get much of anything. Probably shouldn't have done that, but let's see what we got on number 2. Report number 2, heavy miner. Yeah, that's not going to do anything. He's going to just burn. So we're going to speed this one up and see if he gets an explosion or something, and then we'll end this engagement. It's a long, boring one, I know. I think we saved our supply group. Sometimes when you put enough damage on these guys, they decide the fight is not for them and they head home. One of the things that we got waiting for them is up in Causeway. Probably send the Causeway Defense Force to try and engage these guys. But they'll be hard to find, for sure. See if this guy succumbs to his injuries. Go back and look. Yeah, he's still going 15 knots. I wonder if that did any more damage to him too. Critical moderate. So that explosion went up to critical for him. He was at heavy. I don't like that they're heading this way though. Ooh. It's critical heavy now. Okay. Wow. We sunk in. And we're not going to do anything after that. That's enough. I'd like to hit him, but yeah, 2 aircraft just not going to do it. We'll just throw them away, so we're not going to do that. Last known heading was heading 313 from where the boat fighter was. Okay, so let's retreat out. So from where the bow fighter was, so if they're here, let's say, and they're going 313, that doesn't do it. Let's do this one here. Measure tool, yeah. 313. So they're heading that direction. And that means you guys need to make sure you beat feet out of there. Can we send up our Avengers? Do we want to? We can't for another 6 hours, half an hour basically. Sunderland, what do you got left in you? You got a lot left in you. Let's do this. And hopefully these guys can run away. Milne Bay, we got anything we can send? We can send these guys with some bomby bombs. Better way to go about it is to do one of these guys, I think. Because again, we're trying to defend the supply group. We're not trying to really sink that whole fleet. Let's see what we can do. And let's get all these other guys home. So you guys read TB. And Beauforts, you return to base. Did well. And Hellcats, RTB. No, not going to do that. We're going to course you because we can still use you to monitor. And after that, we should be clear. Anybody else left? Boat fighters, you got a lot of time left on you, so we're going to use you to monitor. And go this way because that's the direction they like to go. I think that's everybody out of this group we sent home, unless we wanted them to continue on. So yeah, you guys can't get through here. Let's get rid of you. So let's see what happens. Now, after an engagement, there's a timeout factor, so they disappear. Now, what are the chances that they come back to us and they highlight this Milne Bay? We're in trouble. I'm surprised he's not seen him, if that's the case. No, can't send anything from there. How about from here? Fortresses. Let's send you out with these guys. And we want you to be surrounding these guys so that they're actually we'll put you right over the supply group, Milne Bay. So you'll protect them if they get attacked. And again, we're trying to protect the supplies. We're not trying to you got anything? These guys have such short range, it's not really worth it, to be honest with you. So Sunderland's, you probably have the best shot to catch these guys, just to see where they went. And Bowfighters, you guys are almost done. Let's just return you to base. Yeah, good. We need to drop off those supplies as soon as possible. Delgada's ready to launch. What do we got? We got 12 fighters. We're going to launch up with let's go with this formation. We're going to stay over the Milne Bay. And if they get us, we will be able to attack them with bombs. And we'll also launch up a scout. And we're going to put them with a big old bomb on them. And have them stay over Milne Bay. What else we got going on over here? This is a supply group. You're gonna unload. Way too many troops on this location. So Causeray's unloaded. Caving. You have a bunch of troops and stuff as well, so unload all cargo there. Way too many troops, right? We took care of you already. Let's see if we can put up some of these guys. Beaufort's. And we want you to come over this way to check this box. Yeah, that's too far for you. So let's see if we can do it better. And you do that. What else we got going on in the world? Alright, you guys need to start making your way to rearm, right? Yeah. No, I can't remember what we were doing with you. But hey, looky, what do we got here? Let's see if we put a smacking on these guys. One final time. B-17s, 249. Can you make it to them? No. No, you keep doing that and then you go back and land. What about over here? Shortland. Let's get you guys up and you'll do your thing. So you have 173 left on you, so let's do a little bit of this action and see if we can wait for the B-17s to come in. And this is our mark. And let's see what direction you guys are headed. Looks like you're heading that way. Alright, so we want to get you guys to do a one of these guys patrolling. And then B-17s, we want you to head this way. Actually, we can go straight in. We don't need to. As soon as we get there, we get there. And then we'll attack. And you ran out? Is that, I wasn't aware of that. Okay, well, B-17s, it's you. We're gonna make sure that we're not right on top of you when we do this engagement. So let's move up here. Go slow. Because we want them to be altitude. Should be behind us, right? Oh, there they are. I only see 3. So there's only 3. So 1, 2, 3. Groups of 2. So let's do this. Break. Put everybody in VIX. I want you to be at same speed, but we're going to go up a little bit higher. I want you to be a little bit lower, and I want you to be a little bit higher. So when this guy gets to his altitude, we will send him in. And then it's going to be this guy is going for the closest one. This guy is going for who's higher. Yeah, you're going for this one, and you're going for this one. As soon as this one gets to his altitude. And hopefully we can get a hit or 2. Not overly concerned about sinking them, but I kind of like to put an end to this video with something that resembles a good attack. So you're at 43.17. So you're going in. You're going in. And you're going in. And I don't know how successful this will be, but let's see if we can spot the booby prize and get them going. They're going all sorts of squirrely. It's very difficult for these bombers to do this type of engagement. I don't even know what direction they're coming from. So if we're on 2, right? Should be coming from that way. Follow the gunfire, dummy. Okay. I see him. So they're tiered. They're going after individual targets. There are 3 groups actually. I think this is probably the best one to look at first. No, I like it from this side better. And again, the shore-based aircraft, they get replaced if you have the supplies and engineering, and I think fuel. I'm not sure about the fuel. I think it's just engineering and supplies. They get replaced the following day or over the next couple days. Let's see if these guys make it through. Actually, let's go up here to you and watch from bird's eye view. Again, the separation of the aircraft is to try and ensure all guns aren't pointed at one target. If they're boxed in one big group of aircraft, it's easier. So those bombs are away. So this group who has released their bombs need to speed up, climb, and head this direction. And we can do that as well. Alright, back to the here. So it looks like, has the second group dropped already? No. This group has, though, I believe. Yep. So 3 and 4 need to form up and head this direction. And I want you to go at your best speed and altitude. Form up. So it looks like a miss down there, but we're dropping now. Yep, miss over there. These guys have dropped, so let's form them up. And we want them to head this direction. Let's go down and see what their target looks like. And they're going to land here. There we go, that's one hit. Big old bomb on that guy. So we hit 2 ships, if I remember correctly. 1 bomb hit. Only 1 hit. But what did that do to this fleet? Report. So critical heavy, heavy moderate, and critical moderate. We're not going to sink any of them. What was the number 1 is probably the only one. No, we're not going to lose any. We're not going to sink any of these ships. This guy looks like he has internal fires, but Yeah, we just crippled him. We didn't do anything to him other than that. So I'm okay with that. We will live to fight another day. And I think that will do it for this video. We're hitting close to 2 hours here, and that hurts us pretty bad. Always afraid of the game crashing on me, so what in the hell are you guys doing? You guys need to stop being dummies and head this way, please. Thank you. And you guys need to head this way. And you guys need to head this way. In fact, yeah, form up, boys. Yeah, everybody's moving except for this guy. We can't do anything to him. He's not going to sink. He might get scuttled, but let's see. We'll retreat. And no, we're just going to hurt them, and that's about it. So these guys are going to RTB. Do we think about saying Kaving going and attack these guys? Let's do this. Let's do a swath right here, and if we catch them, we catch them. If we don't, we don't. Not overly concerned with that. We're gonna leave these guys right where they are. We're not gonna think about using these guys at the moment. They're all empty. They're relatively safe, and that's what we're gonna do. So I think this is where we end the video. I could speed up and get through this, but I think you want to stop it here. We'll pick up in the next video, probably later today. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it's kind of I don't know. I thought it was a good video. I thought we had a good time today. So if you like more of the same, come back and watch some more of the series, and we'll see you then. All right. Thanks for watching.